New Haven when I was 17, right? Came to Southern. Anybody go to Southern? Alright, so I moved to Southern. I come here and my parents tell me they're about to get a divorce. So I'm thinking to myself, when you talk to people, they tell you, my dad was an alcoholic, or my dad was always cheating on my mom, and you're thinking, yeah, people get divorced, I hear. My parents got divorced because my father has got the biggest cock you have ever seen in your entire life. I'm not kidding. We go to Disney World, the guy was already in Epcot Center. The fucking thing was gigantic. So, I still feel bad for my mom. It's been 20 years, they've been divorced. She comes over my house and her face is all fucked up, she's limping, and I just want to give her a hug. It's like, man, I can't, what did you go through, So, it was crazy, but, living with the guy was a whole nother experience. I don't know if he wanted to relive his college football days or something, but he'd be walking around the house with that fucking necktie of a dick just swinging around constantly. He'd walk in, me and my three brothers would be watching TV just like, hey, little dippity doggos and cartoons or something. He'd walk in after a shower, put his leg up and be like, what's up, boys? Really toweling himself off, working his fucking wrench over. The three of us are just, we're back in the corner going like, and he'd be like, is it cold in here? Is it, motherfucker? Because your fucking dick is hanging down to the ground. It can't be cold in here. So put a robe on, help us out. We're all disgusted over here, you know what I mean? So, I'll never forget too, my best friend came over one night and he says to me, he's like, hey, it was late, it was 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, we're watching some TV. So, pay attention back there, will you? Fuck, slacks. So, we're watching TV, and my dad's a real light sleeper. So the kid's in there, it's late, he's playing with the remote, he's got to turn it up, and I said, listen, it's pretty late, don't turn that up too loud, my dad's going to get real upset. Fuck that, man, Dennis is my boy, don't worry about it. Not even 5 seconds later, the guy kicked the door open, buck naked, dick hanging to the fucking ground. Turn that shit down. So I'm like, well, I was all embarrassed. I'm sitting in the corner like, man, I feel really bad. My buddy's totally embarrassed. I looked over thinking he was going to be like, what the fuck? He's in the corner of the room. He's tucked away and he's like, did you see the size of that fucking guy's cock? I was like, listen, it's legendary, man. It's not the first time I've seen it, so, I'm still moving on. I get up every morning to take a piss and I don't know what the fuck happened. It's ridiculous, So, anyway, how many people out there, guys, have you got your salad tossed before, really? Come on. It's the Super Bowl of sex acts, isn't it? You wait your whole fucking life to get your salad tossed, right? The one thing I wanted to ask, though, is what's the etiquette when you're about to get your salad tossed? Think about it for a second. You haven't showered all fucking day, bro. You just took a shit. Something. You spent all night working the girl over. Hey, what's up, baby? Come back to my place. You know what's going on? All of a sudden, you finally get back there, right? And she's working it over. And the two of you are looking at each other. You know it. And if you're smart, you got your leg kind of lifted up. Like, come on, get in there. You know what I mean? But at this point, and she's thinking, dude. She's thinking. She was at the bar all night dancing. See you over at the bar. Hey, he's been sitting there all night. She missed the 5 minutes you ran off to Dunkin' Donuts to take a shit, dude. She wasn't looking. You know you went there, but you're not passing up a fucking tossed salad. Nobody is, right? But listen, it's a delicate situation, so she's about to go down there. You're thinking to yourself, I got a few options here. A, whoa, baby, whoa, listen. Don't go there. Not tonight, something just, it ain't working. And all of a sudden, you're risking throwing off the entire night. She might get offended, stand up, walk right out of the room. And no guy's doing that, you just want to get laid, so you know how that goes. Option B, let her get right the fuck in there and go to work, man. They'll get after it like they haven't eaten in fucking 5 days, so dude, lift up your leg, let her get in there and fucking let her work it over. I'm an option C guy. You start getting naked, things start getting crazy. Bring both your asses into the shower, scrub up. I mean, she could have went to fucking Dunkin' Donuts. How are you supposed to know? You know what I mean? Anyway, speaking of all that, I don't know about you guys, but I got a severe phobia of shitting in public. It's just a big problem for me. I mean, it's tough, dude. I plot and scheme all day. I don't want to shit at work. I don't want to shit on the road. It's something that's tough for me. So I remember out of college, I took my first job, and the place had this tight-ass bathroom, dude. There was like 3 of us working there, and you know, come on, man. We all need our own privacy, you know what I mean? So I remember I started like conjuring up all these crazy things. I'd be sitting there and I'd go like, I'd make a phone call. Mr. Johnson, it's Nathan Hill, and your son just got hurt. We're going to need you to school right away. I eliminate one guy, boom, he's out of the office. Then I'd go, hey, listen, AAA's here, Mr. McCarthy. You got to get outside and check your broken windows. And boom, bathroom to myself. But I mean, how often can you make those excuses up? I mean, I had a problem. I don't like shitting in public. So I finally just fucking quit the job, you know, and I said to myself, I'm going to need a bigger place to work. Bigger stalls, bigger room, bigger everything. So I started interviewing, you know, and people are going, we got this great 401k package, we got benefits, the salary's high. I was like, where is the fucking bathroom? Show me the bathroom. And I'm looking for 10 stalls fucking deep, dude. I want some space. I want to be able to relax, you know, the whole nine. So I take this job. The guy's like, hey, here's the bathroom. I walked in. It was fucking huge, dude. I was kicking open stalls. Woo! Flushing fucking toilets. Yeah, I couldn't fucking wait. I was like, all right, now I can concentrate on work. No more scheming about taking the shit. It was just nice and easy, you know. So my first week on the job, you know, like everybody does, I printed out an article on sports. You know, you gotta get some reading material. I go in there, and I sit in the corner spot, right? Corner spot. There's 9 more fucking stalls. What are the odds, right? So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden some guy walks in, and you know how it is. You start like looking through the creases and shit, like who just fucking walked in, you know? So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the guy sits right fucking down next to me, and I'm thinking, you got 9 stalls, motherfucker. Go down to the handicap bathroom or something. So I'm panicking. I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta get out of here. So, and this is a true story, mind you. So I'm sitting there, and you know, I'm looking at my article, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here soon. So I happen to look down, and like something kind of grazes my fucking shin, and I'm like, I'm in a bathroom stall. What's grazing my shin right now? What could this possibly be? So I kind of let it go for a second, and it happens again. So then I'm like, I'm all scooted over, and I'm like looking down, like, what the fuck is going on? So the next thing you know, I see a hand swipe underneath my stall. There's toilet paper in the hand, and I'm like, what is going on? And you know, I'm sitting on the toilet, so it's not easy, dude. I got my ass on the seat, and I gotta look down and see what's going on. What happens? I bend down, I look over. The guy was from like India or Pakistan, and listen, not to offend anybody, but I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there. This guy was face down, like he was throwing up, but he had just taken a shit, and his asshole was right in my, when I bent down, his asshole was right in my face. And I went, what the fuck? I yelled it out all loud, right? And all of a sudden, I realized that he was wiping his ass, he swept it all the way underneath to my side, and was throwing it in the toilet. I ran out of that fucking place, and I swear to God, that's it. I'm running home to shit every day of the week. Thank you. I'm Benwah.